So I'm having a conversation with my friends out there about what your purpose is and what really changes the world. And it was kind of a saucy conversation about some things that I don't agree with. But one of the things that came up that wasn't a saucy thing, that was like a sexual weird thing, was picking up trash. That's a good thing. And I'm not trash, so don't try to pick me up. Um, I made a mistake on purpose to show that I'm human when I didn't have to make a mistake. I don't know. Here's my hair. Is that important? I braided it up really cool, like during the full moon. I have to tell you something. If I ever hurt anyone's feelings, especially, well, I don't want to use anyone's name or bring up anything that hurts anybody's feelings. I want to have a healthy sense of humor, but I don't want to like hurt anybody or humiliate anybody, including myself. I might have a sense of pride that I hopefully think is a healthy sense of pride, not like a boastful sense of pride. But when I do my hair like this, I've never met Jake Coomer. We went to the same school. We just missed each other, psh, psh, like, you know, I never had a chance to even really watch him play football. All I know is when I do my hair like this, and I do kind of pump myself up, I'm like, you know what? I bet this is something that Jake Kumaro does. I bet he twists his hair up and put braids up in his hair and stuff during a full moon. And he probably, unbraids that stuff and unleashes that stuff and is called, well, influence. I want to be a good influence, not a bad influence. And sometimes, just because he has like glorious hair, all right, there was something that happened to me one time. I try not to dwell on it, where somebody hurt me and I got dragged by my hair and I had to cut my hair off. And I know, like in the Native American cultures and in other cultures too, your hair is an extension of who you are. I don't know, I'm kind of skipping around back and forth here. And do not feel sorry for me. Know that I am a survivor of domestic violence. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I can say that I'm a victim, but that doesn't help anybody because the people that hurt me were hurt themselves at one point, and everybody that's ever hurt me, which has been more than one person, were little boys that were hurt when they were little. A lot of times by women or women, that brought influences into the home that were unhealthy for them. And then they found me, who was a loving and gentle influence, and they did not know how to express their anger in any way other than to project that onto me. So I just need to let everybody know that Illinois is not a joke. I happen to have family from Illinois, like that are from Nauvoo, Illinois. We're not Mormons, but my first boyfriend was, well, my first real boyfriend was, and his family was great. And I'm not making a joke of Mormonism or anything like that. I took down the song about Illinois, even though I meant nothing but kindness and stuff. And it's like, and getting busted for weed in a state that does not allow weed is not something that's funny or should be taken lightly. I'm proud of who I am. I was a dancer for a while, and I'm proud of those days because I did not make a lot of lap dance money because a lot of people didn't request me for lap dance. Like, well, look at me now. Like, but you've seen me all dolled up like Playboy style, right? This is me straight out of the shower with my moon hair. I just want to let you know that whoever you are, You deserve respect, and I have a character in some writing that I used to write. Her name is Lolly Warhawk, okay? Is she an alter ego? I don't know. I grew up with Jem and the Holograms, who Jem was Jerrica Benton during her, her regular day. And she had an orphanage for unfortunate kids. And one of my favorite episodes of Jem was where they go on like a scavenger hunt about reading, and they find books and they follow clues. And the prize at the end of the scavenger hunt is all of these classic old books. It's awesome. But Jem has these magic earrings, and she goes, Showtime Synergy. And Synergy is a supercomputer who is how do I explain it? These are great cartoons that I try to share with kids because like they have a lot of meaning. I have a video on here about what does it mean to be a superhero. Does a superhero go around saying, oh, I'm proud of myself for like taking my shirt off and like calling people out for the mistakes that they made? Or like, I didn't think of it that way. I am sorry, and I apologize to even bring things up. I apologize. If it wasn't for Jake Kummerow, I wouldn't love the Packers now, though, and Darwin's mom. If it wasn't for Jake Kummerow and Darwin's mom, she knows who she is, I would not love the Packers right now. I love the Packers, each and every single one of you, and I am a diehard Bears fan, and I live in Wisconsin, so that has something to be said, okay? Am I rambling a little bit? Now, on 80s cartoons, She-Ra. She was Aurora, and her brother was He-Man, and they had the Resistance and they had the Horde. And apparently, like, the Horde were, the people that kind of, like, believed in the wrong way of doing things. And the Resistance were, I guess, the right fighters. Like Dr. Phil says, right fighters as a bad thing. Like somebody that, will say that they're right no matter what and, like, not quit. Even if it's, like, something with a little wiggle room where you could have a discussion about it. And, on the cartoon, like, the Horde was just, they were the bad guys and the Resistance were the good guys. And what had happened was, I think He-Man found his twin sister and got her out of the Horde, and she works for the Resistance now, fighting for the good. Where is that in between? My friend and my cousin, Neo, on here. I won't mention his real name, because sometimes he doesn't want to be, associated with me. Maybe a lot of people don't. When I found Neo, and he's been in my family, like, this whole entire time, it's like, I found my people. I found somebody that I really love. Not a distraction, not another, like, a boyfriend or whatever. He's my family. So, do I feel the same way? Yeah, and that's the same way, like, with you guys. Like, you're all, like, football players. You're, like, your brothers, Like, I'm not trying to be like, who is this? Please don't think that I'm some dumb whore that's, like, trying to bring up past things that are hurtful. That's not what I'm trying to be. I love you, each and every single one of you who are there to support me, like, not monetarily. You don't there's a song on there that says, oh, I don't need your money, like, I don't need to have a reputation of trying to, like, get attention or something either in a negative way. All I want to say is that I love you. I don't want people to not associate themselves with me because they think I'm a loose cannon. I have bipolar, but I don't know. I'm in a situation where I love somebody, and we're just going to have to see where that goes. It's my friend here that I live with. I'm not trying to give away too much information. I'm a regular person. I have flaws that make me who I am. I never had a perfect body. When I first started dancing, the first person that I ever that ever requested like a lap dance from me, which I know that's weird. Like you look at me, you're like, I was more of like a pole stunt person, and I heard that they're going to do vertical pole stunting possibly in the Olympics. Like I was very athletic about it, and I was all about just being athletic and having a healthy body and being art. I wanted to be art. And I was. All I want to say is thank you. I love you. And I don't want to be a disappointment or a disgrace to anybody. And I don't want to take anybody with like a good name and good intentions and honor and self-respect down in flames with me, if that's what's happening. I don't believe that that is, but I just want to say peace.